Hey everyone, welcome back to the Better Arizona Show. I'm Sarah Carlstrom. We all hear all the time how important it is to get a good night's sleep, but if that seems impossible for you, we've got you covered. That's why I'm out at Bedmart. I'm with Marcus. He is the expert, and we're talking about sleep and technology and how much your mattress has to do with how well you sleep. Hey Marcus, how are you?
Hey, I'm great, Sarah. How are you doing?
Good. We're talking about sleep and technology. Those things don't seem to go hand in hand, but actually they do.
They do, and a lot of people don't realize it, but technology's come a long way in sleep technology to give you a more restful, reinvigorating, recharging sleep. And there's basically two things that go in most mattresses: foams and springs.
Okay.
And even the springs, you think the traditional springs, they've come a long way. If you take a look here, you'll see these are kind of the more traditional springs where they're all tied together. Most of us are going to be sleeping on these type of springs.
Okay.
And even these higher end springs have developed even further technologies where a spring within a spring will give you extra support when you put lots of weight on the spring. So that keeps your body straight and gives you good alignment.
And so Marcus, tell me, for the people who aren't experts, who aren't, into sleep and technology, what are some of the most common questions that you get?
That's a really good question. I get lots of questions asking me about the box spring. People want to know, box springs don't wear out, do they? I could just use the same one. Well, box springs, they might last longer than your mattress in some cases, but they don't last forever. If you're going to keep your old box spring, make sure that they're completely flat and that there's no depressions or sagging or any of the beams broken in them. In most cases, we recommend you just get a new box spring with it as well. The other thing that goes into beds is foams. And the new types of gel foams that are being used in today's beds are far better than the furniture grade foams that have been put in beds in the past. These foams, they break down slower, so you don't get those pits in your bed that you might have now if you have an old bed where you get those body impressions, those pits where you lay. These break down slower, so they give you better support. They also mold to your body better, which is the key to reducing tossing and turning. And there's a whole slew of these new type of foams, and I can give you all the details if you want to come in and
check it out. Well, you know what, Marcus, every time I come into Bedmart, my photographer and I, we cannot believe it. These beds are so ridiculously comfortable. You sit on it and you're like, oh, it's fantastic. How long, these new high-tech beds, if I get one, how long is it going to last me?
Well, the best of the best is going to last you somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 years. A standard bed would be more like 8 years is what's typical.
Okay, and then there's a different price range for everything. There's a price range for everyone because people get nervous. They think, gosh, times are tough right now. I don't know if I have money for a bed, but is there a price to be put on your sleep?
There is, and just like technology gets cheaper in computers, it gets cheaper in beds. So today, these high-end technologies with gel foams and good springs can be found in beds as low as $500–600 in the queen size. But we have our best of the best that range up to about $4,000.
Wow, wow, so big difference in price. But again, we're talking about a good night's sleep, and if you are not getting one, maybe your mattress is to blame. You can go out to any of the Bedmarts throughout the valley. You can go to azbedmart.com to find a location. The sleep experts at each store can kind of guide you in the right direction and show you all the beds that they have. And like I said, Marcus, they are so comfortable, it's hard to believe.
It sure is.
It is very comfortable. All right, thank you. Thanks for the tips. And the Better Arizona Show will be right back.